elimination, but also a battle for survivability. Oxygen Supremacy, they need to win this next Game 6 if they want to force into a Game 7. If you are just joining us, and obviously we've had that break, let's remind ourselves exactly where we stand by showing you guys at home the series layout and how this currently has played out before we had the pause. Moving into game number 7 is going to be Fathom CTF. It went Ronin, Strongholds on Eden. Truth Slayer went in the hands of Oxygen Supremacy. Then back-to-back wins for Ronin. Took it into game number 5. That was Coliseum Capture the Flag and Plant the Strongholds. Regret Team Slayer 44-50 went to Oxygen Supremacy. Now guys, Fathom CTF, we were speaking about it earlier on. If Ronin win this, they're going to Pro League. If they don't, we're going to game 7.
Yeah, you know, and I think Oxygen understands, you know, this is crunch time. They're backed up into a wall. Ronin wins this, and that's it. You know, you don't want to be down in the elimination bracket. You want to take this chance right here, right now. They won both the Slayers. They want to get to that third Slayer because they pretty much have all the odds in their favor. So they need to take this next game.
Well, I'm looking at the players across the board, and everyone's diving on in the server. There's a gold pack on screen right now. Make sure you go and punch that code in at halo.gg. Get yourself a free gold pack. Yeah, this is it's going to be good. We've seen some good matches so far. Certainly we mentioned we do think that Oxygen Supremacy, they're the stronger team as we look at Fathom CTF. Fist bumps are coming in. That for us is an absolute guarantee that this game is about to go live. Gentlemen, Elamite, 99, take it away. Let's see if we can get a new team into Pro League.
Yeah, and Ronin, they're going to do everything in their power to prevent that from happening. Currently, like you said, leading this series here up 3-2. This is match point for them. While on the other side, you're looking at Oxygen Supremacy here, looking to stay alive in winner's bracket and repeat their performance that we were seeing them here in that previous game. So this one is now underway. We are starting off with Suspector, who doesn't make the jump to top center. We'll see how that one works out in his favor, and sure enough, it is going to bite him as he gets taken out, and that's going to be a railgun going over here to Ryan.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays that's a high risk, high reward. You know, if he had gotten up there, it would have saved his team a lot of time, and he possibly could have got the jump here on Ryan Noob. But then Ryan Noob, going maybe the safer way, was able to get 3 kills with and secure a power weapon.
Yeah, and as we are still watching him just patrolling around the top center, getting some calls from his teammates. They probably got those players on death cam. He's getting some shots onto Suspector. Suspector does a great job thrusting and staying alive in that corner. Great grenade, keeps that player weak. Contra's going to start pushing and trying to kill this as Spartan jumps out a little too early. Ryan Noob on a killing spree. Suspector somehow stayed alive, but Ryan Noob gets taken out. That's going to be fresh 3 dead here for Oxygen Supremacy. Nemesis is going to be the last guy alive here, and secure enough once again, and this has been really the entire series, is last guy alive completely disrupts a complete or sometimes even a perfect setup.
Yeah, you know, that clutch gene, so to speak, from these players is really coming out to play right now, and that's great to see. It's going to make for a fantastic show in the rest of this game. It looks like 2 players are going to double team Spartan, but Spartan should not have walked away with that trade. It shouldn't have been allowed to happen, and Ronin is going to be up 1-0 in this game.
Yeah, it was a great opening start here for Ronin. They are ready to play here. They are looking to close out this series, send Oxygen Supremacy down to the elimination bracket. Great teamwork here coming out of Oxygen, though, staying alive and rotating essentially a bait and switch of top center. You have the players from Ronin trying to push out of the base. Good grenade comes in from L-Town. We'll see if he's able to stay alive. Sure enough, no, that's a fresh 2 dead. It's a 3v1 situation now. Can they get the flag out of the base is the real question, as you've got a member in Engine and Sparring get taken out on a porch. That's going to be fresh 2 dead again. Make that 3 dead once more. They just need to be pushing this flag. New railgun is up, and they are looking to tie this one up already. 2 minutes into the game, we're looking at 2 flag captures.
Yeah, destroyed. Doing a bit of damage right there and delaying his death just a little bit to allow his teammates to push up. It is 1-1 right now, and once again we find ourselves in the exact same spot we were before the break. But Contra and Ryan Noob right now doing a great job taking out Spartan and Suspector. Let's see if L-Town can pick up his kill, and he does. Good job by him. Let's see if he can stay alive right now. He is getting hunted down. He needs to regain his shield. He needs to stop sprinting. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go up here, get the drop on this player. That player knew he was there, though. Good job by Nemesis there to get that kill.
Yeah, L-Town tries to get that 2-shot light rifle with a melee kill, but unfortunately the second one's not able to connect nor the melee, so that's not going to work out in his favor. Now Straight Stick gets taken out, which is going to put that railgun back over in the hands of Ryan Noob. He's Good job. I like that he's backing up right here, just throwing grenades. He needs to find a new position, needs to get this top center control here, and sure enough, it's going to work out into his favor as he already gets one easy kill.
I like his decision on his routes. All of his routes are pretty much pre-planned, pre-practiced. All of his, little quirks and movements around are just so great, but unfortunately, I would have liked to have seen him back down from that battle a little bit sooner. He did not need to stay in that fight. I would have liked to have seen that come out of him. Maybe that was just the pressure getting to him. This is a very, very intense match. This is the Pro League we're talking about. This is something he's been fighting for forever. He has not been in the Pro League yet. This is huge for him.
Yeah, and we're still here watching Contra. He's been having a good series so far. Gets a perfect kill here. He's stayed alive, put a lot of damage down in the last 45 seconds or so. Also helping his teammates get that flagpole out. Sure enough, none other than Ryan, who we talked about how often and how quick he is to rotate and move those flags. A lot of action going on, and what a trade coming out of Contra. Almost a 3v1 situation with that first player from Ronin going into Treehouse. But that's definitely another situation where you should have not walked away with a kill.
No, definitely not. But, a Tiger is fiercest when it's backed into a corner, and that's exactly what happened right there with Contra. He knew he had to get the kill, and he did. Right now, we are seeing a lot of fight come out of these players. Look at Spartan doing some amazing things right now and still managing to stay alive.
That was incredible. I thought for sure he was going to die, but no, the thrust and the shots were both perfect. Like the heads are just lining up in his reticle, and those are two fantastic kills. Was not expecting him to initially get, and really paying off in his favor.
Yeah, he is on a killing spree, doing a fantastic job. Spartan, the dog, really wants this right now. Prove all the haters wrong. Suspector, though, let's see what he can do. A very consistent player, just pretty much the glue of this team, I would say. Always clutches up when he has to, and really makes the plays that matter the most. But he gets taken out, destroyed right now, flying into the base. He's going to have two members in front of him. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. It doesn't look like much.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting challenge, a little too aggressive perhaps on that one. We saw 2 flag captures within the first 2 minutes of the game, and now we've got another 3 minutes with, I don't even know if a flag's gotten pulled in these last 3 minutes. Great shots coming out of straight stick. Will grab one. That was 3 dead momentarily for Ronin. They're trying to push into the base, but Ronin coming off spawn is pushing back and keeping Oxygen Supremacy out of their engine.
Ryan with a perfect grenade and shot into Spartan. That is classic, basic Halo. Just landing a perfect nade is all you need to do. He's going to push into the base. Just listening to call-outs right now, playing it a little slow here, then finally moving into the base and trying to assist his teammate. Is he going to help him stay alive? No, he's unable to do so. He's going to just move the objective here. Did not even hesitate. Let's see if it's going to work out.
Yeah, but they got 3 dead. Destroyed has the railgun, so that might work out, but that flag is getting returned very quickly. They had 2 people on it at first. One gets taken out. The second one is going to be able to finish off that return. Good shots coming out of Spartan. Grabs yet another kill. Every time we look at him, he's top center grabbing himself a double kill.
Yeah, it's almost like, you don't expect him to come out with any win in the battle at all, but he walks away with a trade on 2 people. Like, he is just a monster right now on one-man army. Suspector landing some nice shots on Destroyed. This Ronin team is looking fierce right now, and it's pretty much going to be a battle of attrition. If one team gets a little bit tired or it starts to back off in this game, that is going to be the team to lose. Like, look who has camo.
3 dead, last player alive. That's 4 dead here for Oxygen Supremacy. Do they recognize that? They're immediately pushing in, blocking some spawns with grenades. They're recognizing 3 members come off spawn towards the silo, make that all 4 members. Camo player could be a big disruption here. We might not just be looking at 1, but perhaps even 2 flag captures if they can get this flag fast enough across the map. L-Town still being a huge distraction in the base. He's getting collapsed on by 2 people, runs out of ammo, has to switch weapons, but absolutely, what a great, fantastic setup here from Ronin.
L-Town just got a kill and then made 2 people chase him back to the base. That was an extraordinary job, maximizing his efficiency of that life. That was really, really great plays being made by L-Town. So far, this Ronin team is just seeming to be on a different level at the moment, but look at Ryan. Are they going to be able to slay around him? Are they going to be able to get this player out of their base in time?
Wow, what a bounce on that grenade. Just absolutely phenomenal there. Now that is going to be 1 dead for Ronin, but 2 dead for Oxygen Supremacy. Somebody is on the return. Nobody pushes in fast enough to grab that. Contra gets taken out. And what was almost surely a flag capture was once again disrupted by the last guy alive who helped secure that return.
Spartan once again going into the base, following in his team's footsteps. They're all just in sync right now and really pulling off huge plays together. That's exactly what you want to see when you see a top level team like Ronin. They are really coming up clutch, but Contra though puts in the flag cap, and we are all tied up 2-2.
Holy cow, this is a wild game right now. That railgun was down in small door. If you're looking at the player or the the point of views we got here on the side, nobody's actually picked up that railgun. So I'm curious to know if Ronin recognizes that that is down there near the small door.
Yeah, sometimes, you just got to let it go because you're getting wrapped up into the rest of the game with the movement of the other team, trying to get power positions to keep them off it. Sometimes you've just got to let it maybe despawn. And right now, Contra's doing exactly what Sims was talking about, where you just land perfect shots across the map with the light rifle, picking up a double kill. Great positioning out of Contra while pushing into the enemy team's base. It doesn't look like he's aware of that player behind him, and he's going to get punished for it.
Yeah, I thought he was actually going to have a triple kill there with that light rifle. There were 3 players, no shields at all. If he had just jumped up and looked one more time, I think he would have been able to grab that kill on his Suspector, who actually cleaned up one of his teammates as well. That might very well have been the end of the game here, but some clutch plays will keep Ronin still alive.
Yeah, big plays are being made left and right from both of these teams, and it's amazing to watch. This is a great show from 2 very, very talented squads. Let's see if Suspector, yes, he knows that player's there. He's probably getting the call out from a death cam, and he knows exactly where to hunt him down. Gets some nice shots. Sees Contra there on the return. Not going to be able to do anything, though. Immediately gets melted by Nemesis. Let's go over on board with Destroyed, see what this young gun can do. He's, I would say, one of the least experienced players in this matchup. He really needs to prove himself right here and now. Is he going to be able to make the correct plays when he needs to, when his team calls upon it?
Yeah, with just over a minute and a half left to play, keep in mind that this is CTF and there is an overtime of 3 minutes built into here. So we are looking at about 4.5 minutes of play or the next capture to win. Now, should this be tied, it will go in 2. I believe we're still looking at a full replay here, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone's going to be able to get anything going here. Straight Sick and Ronin trying to prevent that last flag capture from being moved across the map. Sure enough, that's going to be an easy return here. And looks like top mid control should go over in their favor as they're pushing up perfect shots from Straight Sick against 2 players, one of which had a light rifle. That was another trade that you probably shouldn't have been able to pick up.
Yeah, that was just really, really consistent. Really nice job out of him. Nemesis flying in right there, being maybe a little too aggressive on player, trying to get a trade. I can see what he was trying to do there to get away, walk away with that, but was unable to pull it off. Camo getting the double beatdown on Contra, but he's going to get taken down. That was a huge kill to kill that Camo player at this stage in the game. Only 42 seconds left.
I'm pretty sure watching those player outlines there that Suspector kind of just got destroyed in the treehouse there, but somehow still Ronin being able to move that flag. 30 seconds left. Now time's not really much of an issue here, just makes it a little bit more intense because we've got overtime. That flag is ready to be scored, and sure enough, that will go in. And Ronin moves on, stays in the Pro League here. You can see them on stage, how happy they are with that victory. Very convincing last flag run and capture, but that was a back and forth epic match here between these 2 squads. On the other hand, you can see Oxygen Supremacy not happy about that one, definitely upset at the loss, but their hopes and dreams are not over yet. They are still looking at dropping down to elimination.
Spartan, L-Town, Straight Sick, and Suspector. Gentlemen, Ronin eSports, welcome back to the fall season 2017 Pro League. They've done it, they've dropped into relegation once again, 90. These boys have kind of certified themselves one of not only the best teams in the world right now, but as a professional team who will be competing at the highest standard.
Yeah, and they really did deserve it. Suspector just played outstanding. I really do think he was a tremendous player on this roster. Just playing so consistent and really being the glue that they needed. He has such a great mindset when it comes to this game, and I've always been impressed by him ever since Halo 4 when he first started. Just an incredible job out of all of these young guys. The talent is there. They just needed to bring it together as a team, and that was an awesome play by Spartan right there. They really clutched up when they needed to.
Yeah, that's exactly. Could not have mentioned it more perfect. I mean, still, we have to say, Oxygen Supremacy, they did not make it easy. Those guys still have a chance. They have taken down Straight Ripper. Now, I've been told in the back there was a reverse sweep. Wise Gaming did reverse sweep Era. So, Wise is still in here. Wise is still in this competition. There are still a lot of hungry teams kind of snapping at the heels of Straight Rip and trying to make their way into the Fall Season Pro League. Unfortunately, this time, this match, it will not be Oxygen Supremacy's time. However, this has just made this whole thing even more insane.
Yeah, and keep in mind that this is just the open bracket. We haven't even made it into Champs bracket yet. So these two teams could easily match up once again, as Oxygen Supremacy, pretty much guaranteed, is going to be one of those top 16 teams.
90, you kind of mentioned about Suspector going off when it mattered most. We do know that young guy has so much potential, so much untapped potential. Making most of it when it mattered most. I mean, any final comment? We do have an interview. We do need to get this obviously show on the road because we know we're a little bit behind now. We want to get the next match away. But any final words from you two gents? I'll start off with yourself.
Not really. I think they do need to step it up a lot more. We saw a lot of chinks in their armor, so to speak. And if they're going to be able to compete with the top teams, they're going to need to really do a better job.
Kyle?
Yeah, I think working out a few mistakes that were made during that game, it might very well be a whole different story going forward. I don't know how many times I said that the last guy alive on the map absolutely disrupted their flag captures and their map control setups and everything like that. You're able to cut down that, which is essentially the first thing you need to eliminate in your play style, is the last guy alive should never be the guy that stops a flag capture. Your team, their number one goal is to find that guy and prevent anything from happening. So as long as they can work out some of the errors they were making in that game, we may very well see them make a big run here today and tomorrow.
All right then, guys, we do have an interview. We got some audience down here. Let's give a big round of applause. Ronin eSports, they are going back into the Pro League. I believe we have an interview down on the floor with Spartan the Dog. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Spartan, you guys did it. You're back in the Pro League now. That was a very long, drawn-out series. Immediate reactions on how you feel you guys did and what it's like being back in the Pro League.
It feels really good to be back in the Pro League. I knew we deserved to be there, just kind of inconsistent online. Just kind of keeping ourselves upbeat during that, audio issue. Just trying to not focus too much, not get drained, just kind of just chill, hang back, wait for it to be fixed. It was a long, draining series, but good games to them.
Now, like we said, you had that little bit of a delay, and right before that, Oxygen Supremacy was actually going on a little bit of a run. They were really starting to gain some momentum and build up some speed. What were you guys doing in the team huddles? What were the conversations like, saying, all right, we need to tighten up, we need to make sure we hit where we need to go, and we need to close this out strong?
Well, in the first playthrough, when we had the audio issue, we actually stated that we were having issues 3 minutes before they actually ended the game, and then going into the next replay, we kind of just sat back all right, we need to start getting control of both tree houses when camo's coming up. We need to start going for more rail guns. And, I feel like we had pretty good camo rail control, and that really helped us win the game.
So you're back in the Pro League. Obviously, this is a reset for you guys. You guys get, for the next season, a chance to, really prove and not allow yourselves to get pushed towards relegation again. Coming into the next season, I know it's a little ways off, but what are you going to change and what are you going to do to make sure that it's a different Ronin coming into the next season?
Honestly, we just have to work on having better attitudes online in scrims. We kind of just tilt easily, not at each other, more so just over kind of the online BS that happens. So we have to try to have a better attitude going into scrims and take more and learn more rather than just playing to play.
For sure. Well, Ronin makes it to the Pro League. They send Oxygen Supremacy down to the elimination stage. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be Invictus versus Supremacy. Don't touch that browser.